Hey, glow getters. It is me, your girl Jackie with Jackie O. Happy Thursday. Listen, we are on tonight live because we're going to be talking to our special guest for a few moments, Daisy Johnson. Daisy Johnson is a martial artist and she lives in Thailand, her and her family. We are going to be talking to her tonight about our upcoming collaboration designed for her San Antonio. So I'm really excited to be talking with Daisy, and I'm on just a tad bit early, but I want to also share with you our design for her Fort Worth. Our design for her Fort Worth. That will be March the 28th. You still have time to sign up. There is limited seats, y'all. Limited spots. So go ahead. You can secure your spot with a $100 deposit. And the total investment is $325. And this will be a whole day that we have planned just for you. It will start at 9 in the morning with movement, and it will end at 10 with a wonderful pajama fireside chat. And everything that we're going to be doing on that day will be, transportation will be included for you. So let's see here. We're here. We're 7 o'clock. It is. Let's see here. So we have Daisy. Let me add her on here. So y'all, this is going to be a hot conversation. I'm really excited for the conversation on tonight, where we're going to be.
Hi.
Hi, girl.
Looks like we're just us right now, huh? Let's give them a little
Yep,
bit.
it's just us. So we're going to give people just a little bit. I was
They're
just
coming
on,
in.
just talking a little bit about you, the upcoming event, and the event that we have coming up here in Fort Worth
Mhm.
called Design for Her Fort Worth. So, yeah, we got some people coming out. Welcome on. Welcome, guys. Come on in.
Tian is
Share.
on.
Oh,
Hi,
oh,
Tian.
yes, we are. I'm really excited, Daisy. I'm excited to talk to you tonight about Design for Her San Antonio. And I'm excited for the women to hear what is going to be happening with this particular event that we are collaborating on. Let's see here.
Since we still have a little bit of time,
Mhm.
and we'll let the ladies come in, why don't you tell us about your Fort Worth event?
Mm,
Tell us a little about that, because I know that's what,
yes.
next month or just a few weeks from now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that is in probably 4 weeks. So, Design for Her Fort Worth, y'all, it is going to be absolutely a luxury experience. We're pulling out all the stops for you ladies. We have limited spots, again, as I was stating earlier. So, you have to sign up. You have to sign up. And so, what we're going to be doing, without me spilling all of the tea for the day, is we're going to start off at 9 a.m. with an amazing movement exercise. We have a certified instructor that is going to be guiding us through getting our day started. And we'll be moving from one thing to the next. And you don't have to worry about transportation because, listen, we got that covered. Luxury
Oh,
transportation
wow.
throughout the day. You'll have brunch right after we have our movement exercise, which is going to be our glow session.
Mhm.
And then after we eat, then we'll have this other really fun, like treasure hunt type activity. And then once we finish that, we will get all dressed up and have dinner, and we'll end the night together with a pajama party with a fireside chat. It's going to be
Oh,
amazing. It
wow.
is going
Wish
to
I
be
was there.
amazing.
Wish I was there.
So
So if
I
you're
do
not
too,
there, you
girl.
should be there. You should be
Let me
there.
tell you,
Sounds like it's
y'all,
going to be fun.
they should be there. Like y'all
It
already
should be.
know how Jackie O, how we do it over here. So you should be here. And the investment is 325, and you get all of that. in that 325. Your meals are included, transportation, everything is included in this luxury experience. And you can do a deposit of $100 that will hold your spot, and then you can pay the rest off up until March 28th. So it'll be March 28th from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. And for those of you that want to make it a whole girls weekend, you absolutely can. You get you a room at the hotel. The hotel will be Hotel Rebel in Fort Worth. So you can get a hotel, share the room with your girlfriends, and hey, let's just make it whole night, a whole night out, whole weekend.
Fun, fun, fun,
Yeah,
fun.
super,
Okay.
super fun. So I think we're going to go ahead and hop in and get started because listen, this will be, you'll be able to come back and watch it on the
Yes.
replay.
Oh, okay, good, good, good.
Yep,
Because I
yep.
know some people were asking, I can't make it, but can I
Yeah,
watch it later? I'm like, well, I
absolutely.
don't know. But good to know. I'll send it to them.
Yes, yes, it will. We'll have it recorded, so yes, you'll be able to watch it. So we want to respect everybody's time and just talk a little bit about Design for Her. So Daisy has been a past guest on Motivational Monday with Jackie O, and we had a really great time of her going down and sharing her story with us on where she is now, how she got there, and just how she is living her best life, right? Um,
Right.
and with her family, and she had an amazing story. And we'll also put the link in for from our last show. So if you missed it, then we really want you to go back and take a look at it. But we had some good feedback, and so we wanted to reach out to Daisy and hello, hello to everybody that's joining in. We wanted to reach out to her and collaborate on Design for Her. So I'm going to let Daisy take it away and just reintroduce yourself briefly for those that did not get a chance to see Motivational Monday with Jackie O. So we can hop right in and talk about what we're going to be doing in May.
Okay, good, good, good. So I'm excited. Some of you guys don't know. Well, nobody really knows until today. I am going to be coming into the States in April. And I'm really excited to come in and help Marcus, my son, at KMA. So we're going to bring a little surprise with us. I see Tina's in here. So,
Okay.
Tina, you can't say too much. But, anyways, so I'll be in San Antonio, and I thought it would be a good idea to share how I got here, not physically or monetary, but how I got here mentally, right? I was a single mom. I was in abusive relationships. I was in an environment that I really had no business being in. I was broken. I was insecure. I was angry. I was bitter. I felt so much betrayal. I had all of these things that I was dealing with. Not only that, I was the crazy wife who had all the crazy things attached to whatever, right? But I had to learn that I had to live for me, and I had to learn that, well, I realized more like it, that heaven and hell is how we live mentally, right? I don't believe that there is a location or somewhere in the world or somewhere above and beneath where you can say, oh, that's heaven or that's hell, but rather, you know how you feel mentally. And for many years I lived in on the side where you would say, oh, that's hell living on earth. My thoughts just tortured me, right? What if this is happening? What if that's happening? What if this is going to happen? Or what if I get fired? Or what if it was just so much, like the world was so loud. It was so loud that I didn't know how to get through those things, right? So then I started reading books and listening to audiobooks. My husband had just started transitioning into this new way of thought, and he helped me. He helped me understand that there was another way, or he introduced me to it. Like, this is a new way of living. Like, you can literally create what you want with your mind, right? You can be healed just by going through your mind. So, anyways, I feel like I carried a lot, and I feel like it's time for me to share with people, not just with women, but how to use techniques to help you stay grounded and help you stay, growing and help you get better and be a better person. So, this is what this event is going to be about. This event is basically going to be, how do I get from broken to
Yeah.
whole? Because I feel like maybe in the world there's a lot of people that'll tell you, oh yeah, you can do this, you can do that, and this is what I did. But nobody really gets down to, tell me how to get there.
Yeah.
Tell me, how do I get whole? Like, you preach about it maybe on Saturdays, or you're on, I mean, on Sundays, and you're on social media and you're, you know preaching it, but you'd never tell me, how do I get there? How can I start?
Hmm.
So this event is I'm gonna teach you techniques that are going to help you get better, are going to help you go back all the way to when you were a child. Maybe you experienced something. I'll never forget the story. This girl, I was in like third grade. Those My Little Ponies?
Oh, yes.
Oh, those were really popular, right? And I
Yeah.
remember because I never really got gifts, or my parents never really bought me toys, because, I came from a broken home, right?
Hmm.
And they never bought us toys, never, ever. And I remember I got this My Little Pony, and I took it to school, and this girl, I guess she was a really pretty girl. She was really popular, so she felt like she could bully you, right? So she took My Little Pony, and I kept asking her to like bring it. She's like, I'll bring it tomorrow, bring it tomorrow, bring it tomorrow. I never saw My Little Pony again, ever. So when I was transitioning and using this technique that I'm gonna teach you guys, I realized that I was still dealing with that.
Hmm.
And I was just a child. Like, maybe I didn't even know that I was dealing with that until I went into the rooms to clean. That was a speck in the room, and that needed to be dealt with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this technique, I'm so excited. I'm not going to give you guys the dues, but
Oh.
everyone needs to be there. It's a technique that I promise you is going to change your life,
Mm.
is going to change who you are, is going to change the trajectory of your life. I
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah.
It's not going to fail you. So, I think we've discussed and we've decided we're going to do like a morning at the park setting,
Yes.
so you guys
Yes.
can get really into the vibe and really understand. And I I'm a private person, but maybe I should share more of my story
Yes.
so people can get. But give me 1 second. Let me get her some
Okay.
water, my friends.
All right. So listen, while she's getting water and she's going to talk about sharing more of her story, something that really stood out that you said, Daisy, is about clearing the room. Like clearing the room. She's going to be talking about that. I'm very interested in knowing about clearing the room. Tell and
You should be.
because listen,
I
some of us need,
briefly.
yeah, briefly tell us about cleaning the room because some of us we need a broom, a mop, and all the things.
Okay, so imagine, I don't sit down and read the word, but there are some things in the Bible that have really, really like been engraved in my mind, that even throughout my day I think of things like this, right?
Mm.
So, and you can tell me what scripture it is, because I'm sure you know, but it's about how in my father's, home, there, or whatever,
And
there's
mansions.
mansions and there's gold. And to me, I envision like this heaven place, like it's flowers and it's just, but there's a big castle, basically a mansion, and it's got all these rooms,
Hmm.
and all these rooms are about you.
Mm.
All the rooms are about you.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
And when we are so busy in life that we never take time to just say, you know what, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to clean the out of those rooms and I'm going to find out what's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And this technique is going to teach you. I'm not selling you anything. I don't need you to buy a book or, I just
Yeah.
want you to learn this technique because I promise you it's going to change your life.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, a lot of stuff, a lot of informative information that helps me grow mentally. I've never heard anyone use this technique. So I can trademark this technique because I know it works.
Yeah.
I know it works. And when you go in those rooms, you're going to have jealousy, you're going to have
Mhm.
envy, you're going to have betrayal, you're going to have anger, you're going to have bitterness, you're going to have all of these fruits that are not the fruits that we're supposed to live by.
Yeah.
And inside of those rooms is something that needs to be cleaned. So we're going to go in there, we're going to
Mhm.
use this technique. We're really going to just clean the rooms. We're going to make them look like what heaven should look like,
Yeah.
or the image that you have in your mind when you think of heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
That's
that.
what it should look like in there.
Yeah. And I was thinking as you were saying that, I love how you broke that down because we go to a lot of workshops, a lot of seminars, a lot of conferences and all the things, and they just give you this message, right? But they do not give you the techniques. They don't give you like the solution to it. They'll
Right.
talk about the problem, but they do not give you the solution. They do not give you the tools. So what I love about this event that we're going to be doing is that the women will walk away with the tools, right, that they need to live the life that they're supposed to live, because we are not supposed to live in bondage.
We're not.
We're not supposed to be just bogged down and full of shame and full of guilt and just full of, like you were saying, in those rooms, that bitterness and unforgiveness and all the things. Like the scripture and God tells us that he wants us to live life in abundance, and that's in all areas of our lives, mind, body, and soul, like everything about us. And so that's what I love about what's going to happen when we do this event, is that the women are going to get the tools and you're going to teach them the tools on how to get there and how to be intentional on staying there, because we're not saying that it's going to be perfect, right, once they get the tools, right?
Okay, look. When you get in there, it's gonna be crazy, okay?
Yeah.
So be prepared to just, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I didn't even realize that this pony incident that happened when I must have been in first grade. I don't even know when
Oh,
those things came out, like long time ago. And I was in my 30s,
yeah.
like I still somehow, some way, that incident was
Mm,
still with me. And
yeah.
I mean, it might have been, I mean, well, it was just kids, it wasn't
Yeah.
like, I hope it wasn't malicious, but whatever the intent was, I still carried it the way I perceived it or the way I experienced it, right?
Yeah.
So experience, we're gonna, I'm excited. I mean, really
Yeah.
excited, because, and I hope that we get women that knew me back then to, okay, wow, like
Yeah.
that really works, because I know who Daisy used to be.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know who she used to be. And to see that she's this person now, whatever she's got to tell
Hmm.
has value in it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
ladies, everyone should come. You're gonna leave with a technique that is, it is guaranteed to change
Yeah.
your life. It's practical. It's what we do every day. Even like if you don't have time to lay in the bed and meditate, whatever you do, you can still go through your day
Hmm.
and clean the rooms out,
Hmm. Hmm.
because you can be somewhere drinking a cup of coffee and your mind starts to wander. Go into that room and be like, oh, I remember when I was in meditation, or whenever I was just thinking about it in
Hmm.
this mansion, I saw this room of that said jealousy or anger or whatever. You can be anywhere and just because we have the image in our mind, we can walk into that room and distinguish what core memories are there that are
Yeah.
causing you to be this person or are causing you to feel when someone talks about someone or something or a situation that you get so angry. Why?
Yes.
Or you feel upset or you feel like crying or you feel sad. But once those rooms are clear, you can deal with those things and be like, oh, I'm liberated. I'm
Mm.
free, like literally free. When you walk in there and it's like, oh, like there's an aura or like it's just so
Yeah.
pure. It
Yeah.
makes you feel like I live on the opposite side of the coin. I'm literally on the opposite side of the coin
Yeah.
if you walk. So be prepared,
Be prepared.
ladies. If you
Be
watch
prepared.
this before the event,
Yeah.
be prepared because you're gonna be emotional, and this is why I want to do it before the sun comes up.
Yes, that was
Because
my next thing.
if you're
Hmm.
laying down and you're just in that flow state where your mind is just going and you're doing this technique, like who cares who's watching? Like nobody's gonna be looking over you. We're
Yeah.
in the dark. If you want to cry, you can cry, and it doesn't have to be tears of sadness. It can be just whatever's in that room, but
Yeah.
let's go back in the room and relive the moments the way we would have wanted them to happen. So if
Yeah.
I'm angry because this lady took my little pony, now I'm like, oh, well, maybe she really needed it more than me. I was already, in a home where I didn't get anything, but maybe her situation was worse. Who knows? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I went back and relived it in a different way. So now
Yeah.
I can talk about it and be like,
Yeah.
that was when I used the technique. So tell
So,
us what we're getting. Tell us what they're going to get. Tell us I mean, that's what they are to expect, but
mhm.
what else are we going to give them?
So, as Daisy was saying, this is going to be an early morning event. So, like early morning, okay, before the sun comes up, early morning, that type. And I feel I like early mornings like that because I feel that when you wake up, your mind is just clear and you're just ready to receive, right? So it's going to be an early morning, and it's going to be, I can't even describe it of what they're gonna get. But the main thing that you're gonna get is going to be the technique that Daisy talked about.
Mhm.
You are going to get, if you want to talk about the tangible things, you're going to get some really cool, like a
Some
towel,
gifts. We're still
get some
working on
gifts.
really,
Yes,
yeah,
you'll
we're
be
working
getting
on
like,
some gifts.
yeah, some wonderful gifts and everything. So you'll be receiving that. So what we're going to tell people, so registration is going to be happening pretty soon because it's going to be May 30th. The investment is $50, but in that $50 investment is going to be your food and it's going to be some gifts. So it's
Yes.
going to be a really special time. And so what I have been telling people is that, and it's in San Antonio. Okay, so it's in San Antonio. And like, who doesn't like a road trip? I know I do. I
Oh
like to
man, I do.
ride and to think and, clear my head. So for those of you that do not live in San Antonio, if you live in Houston and Austin and Dallas and Fort Worth and the surrounding areas, this is a great time for you to come out, grab your girlfriends, and if you just want to come by yourself, you can do that too, because I promise you,
Yes.
you're not going to feel alone and you're not going to be alone. We will be there with you, and the group of sisters that will be there, we will be there together, walking this thing out and working it out. Okay.
Girl,
So
and
don't feel like you got to have a group.
imagine the trip home. You
Oh
just
my
learned a
gosh.
new, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
girl.
Imagine the trip home after
Yeah.
this event. You just felt like not only, I mean, this is not an event where we're going to be like, oh, women, we're about to have a women retreat and we're about to just fellowship. No, we're here to work.
That,
Okay.
yes, that
We
part.
are here to work
Yeah.
because too many times we pay for a women's retreat and we go and we BS around,
Mhm.
and at the end of the day, you go home and you're like, oh, okay, I just spent time with a bunch of ladies, right? But this is intentional.
Mhm.
God
Mhm.
is intentional with our
Yeah.
lives, which means we are intentional
Yeah.
and we should be living an intentional life with full of purpose, and I'm excited because you get to take a technique home. Imagine, I don't know where you're coming from, but even just a 30-minute ride home, no music, nothing, just
Yeah.
you and your thoughts using this technique. Oh my God, you're going to get home and you're going to be looking at life in a totally different way. I'm so
So
excited.
we're going to be posting. We're going to keep you posted. We're going to be posting. Registration will open soon. So just mark your calendars for May 30th. May 30th in
May
San
30th,
Antonio,
ladies.
Texas. May 30th, San Antonio, Texas. We already have some ladies that have already committed to saying that they want to be in the
Oh, I'm
park. Oh, so that's
excited.
it. We're going to be outside.
Outside.
We will be outside.
We will be so we'll
We'll be
have a
outside.
yoga mat for you. We'll be
Yes.
outside.
Yes.
So that's
Mhm.
why too we want to do it early.
Yeah.
I know around May the sun will come up about what, 6:30.
Yeah. Hmm.
Anyhow, I can't remember San Antonio's weather. It's like every day I'm refreshed and my memory just kind of washes everything right. But I think it's like 6:30. So we
Yeah.
get there
Six six
early in
thirty.
the morning. We can still hear nature. We can hear the birds. We can hear some people beginning their day. You'll start having the runners come in or whatever, right? And I think it's just a perfect time just to, so no cell phones
Right.
on the way to the
Right.
event.
No cell
Don't look
phones.
at social media. Don't
No.
look. If you're traveling, put your
Yeah.
GPS on and get. It's hot in May at 4 in the morning, Liz. I mean, Tina.
Not in the morning. Not in the morning. It'll be a nice
It's going to
breeze
be
in the morning.
pretty.
Yeah.
Come on, Tina. We got to speak it. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
4 in the morning, we're going to be nice and out there. We're going to have a
Hmm.
nice little, just before we eat, because we want to talk about our emotions before we eat, because fasting is when we're going to be open. So we're
Yeah.
going to give you a journal. You can journal your experience, and it is going to be the first day of your new life. I promise you. I'm not
Yeah.
lying. I promise, I promise, I promise, I
Yeah.
promise. So we'll get that done. And then we will get some food.
Yeah.
Just a little snack so you can
Hmm.
won't go home hangry or anything, but
Right.
so we're just
Yeah.
gonna give you got a little something, drink up some water and
Mhm.
go about your new business because it's
Yeah.
gonna be a new experience, a new everything. So I'm really excited.
We're excited. We're excited, y'all. So, again, we'll be posting the registration information soon. So, just stay tuned. The next couple of weeks, you'll see it coming out. And you want to go ahead and reserve your spot. It's not going to be limited because we're going to be outside. So,
Yeah.
but
We're looking for a nice place in San Antonio. So I've already
Mhm.
done some research, but if you ladies, this is the
Yeah,
image that I have for the event, like a nice green lawn. So if anyone knows of a nice green area, I know in Houston they have the, what is it called?
Discovery Green.
Yeah, Discovery Green,
Yeah,
something like that. Just a nice, we can just lay out and not be concerned with anything
yeah,
except using the technique that you are going to learn.
yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. And as Daisy said too, you don't have to bring anything. We're going to provide everything. We'll provide the mats, we'll provide the drinks, the food, the journals, everything that you need.
How?
So you just,
Yes.
yes, the towels, all you need to do is show up. Show up ready to put in the work. Yeah.
We're working, ladies.
We're
We're
working. We're
working. We're
working.
working. Working.
So thank you so much, Daisy, because Daisy, y'all, is in Thailand. So she is
I
like
am.
13 hours ahead of me,
Look.
and I'm in Central Standard Time. Look at that.
So
Oh my
it's
goodness.
daytime here, and
Daytime.
it's actually 8 a.m., 8:30, 8:28 a.m. But
Yes.
thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. I know we
Oh,
had
thank
some
you.
views come in and out, but we had some
Mhm.
that stayed, and those that stayed, I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys. We're gonna be just advertising it from
Yeah.
here, and use this as a reference if anybody wants to go out and find out what the event is about. I'm so excited. Thanks, Jackie, for having me back. This one is
You
going to
are
be
welcome.
amazing, life changing, life changing.
Life
So thanks
changing.
again.
Life changing. Okay, so this will be, you can watch the replay. So if you just hopped on, the replay will be available where you can watch the whole entire thing. So stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Thank you again,
Thanks,
Daisy.
ladies.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.